Hi everyone, welcome to Devlog number 11. Today I'm going to be showing how I stitched the navigation meshes together, and I'll show the AI working in the open world. However, first, thank you to my patrons and thank you to newcomers to the project. I really appreciate all of your support. Without you, this would not be happening, and it's a lot of pressure, and it's really encouraging that so many people out there are supporting the project. That being said, okay, let's jump right into the video. So here you can see the static build of the game, and I'm going to show you the AI tracking the player using the navigation mesh. The static build is just a level editor and the open world. So you can see it all loads in, and there's Mr. Goopy. He's the stand-in AI right now for the monster. And he can travel wherever I go in the game, and he can navigate different collision points and find me anywhere. So even if I run inside the house and say downstairs, he'll find me. So there's a collision point right here, and that's a static object of interest for him to investigate. Currently he's in patrol mode, not chase mode. Once he enters chase mode, that will be when the monster comes and gets you, and it's going really fast. But you can see here, he's able to find me. Even if I say warp up through the ceiling and I jump up to say this balcony over here, he may stop and think, but it may take him a moment. So here, now this is him inspecting another object of interest. You can see right there that red triangle. That's actually Mr. Goopy's, that's the bell on his neck, so he can find me. You can see he's already found me, and there's a red line leading to me, so he's going to navigate to me, and he's going to try and get me. Now I can jump down here. I can go down from the balcony and go down here, and now he's going to try to travel downstairs and get me. Again, if I hide behind something like a static object inspection point right here, he's going to stop and think, because these will be the objects that the monster will collide with in the world if you're trying to distract the monster. So right now they're static and they're not moving, so they simply cause him to pause when he runs across them. Right now I'm actually refining the AI so that he'll navigate around this living room here and be able to sort it out outside. Outside, the AI set enters a different state, and it's an open world traveling system, and you can see that there's an exit object. That's the gray triangle pyramid following the player. And no matter where I go, you can see Mr. Goopy is going to follow me. He's able to now circumnavigate obstacles. So if there's say a rock right here, he's not going to just try and plow right through the rock. He is going to walk around it. You can see this red triangle here. That's the last seen object in the game. So if I walk like this, he bumps into that rock. But if I go to this rock over here, you'll see he's able to navigate around the rock and find the player. So if I go over here, he's going to navigate around here, and he's going to find me. So there he comes. Again, this is patrol mode, so obviously it's very easy for me to escape while the monster's searching, but once the monster sees you, you're going to be in trouble because it's going to run after you and get you. So the biggest hurdle, of course, has been stitching these navigation meshes that function on different terrain blocks, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the seams between the universe here. If I go right now and I turn, sorry, I just hit the mic. If I turn off this static build and I go to the open world, now everything's done loading dynamically. You'll see trees farther off. Mr. Goopy still operates. If I run to the edge over here, there's some of the game world. You can see it all the way over there. Now it's very obvious where the switch between these two terrain blocks is, because I haven't modeled this part here yet or edited this part. But you can see that Mr. Goopy is going to find me. Hopefully, there he is. You can see his line is tracking me. He probably hit a collision point. And if I jump to the edge over here, he's following me and he's navigating sort of his path to me. If you look at the actual console, you can see it's kicking out my terrain base and the monster terrain base. And that's allowing us to see where things are. Now, sorry, it's bugging out. If I jump across the border here, now the exit object becomes that last known point, and I am now being tracked on a new block, and this exit object right here is marking off where I occupied the block, and Mr. Goopy will travel to that. And it's a simple switching out of the current block that I'm on with that block. So right now it's not activated because the exit objects inherit the properties. You can see he's coming up after me here, and then this part here is where he'll be able to track the exit object. Right now he can't get me because I haven't actually made any accommodations for this fence for him to navigate around. So really quick, I'll show how you can modify the navigation mesh in the Blender game engine and create, support for these different obstacles. So you can see in the open world mesh here, I have this obstacle, and it's really as simple as providing the path by hand for the monster in this case, to traverse. So I can actually use a very sloppy system, just use the knife tool, like so. And it doesn't need to be perfect right now, but this is a system that can be refined and then perfected over time. And usually you don't want to be this close to a collision mesh, because the monster never really needs to get so close to an object like this that it is riding up right along the edge. It needs to travel essentially to kind of the border of the object like this. There we go. So right now there's some n-gons and it's very messy, but I can just select this for now. I can clean this up later. For instance, this can be more efficient, and just I can remove quite a few of these triangles without losing a lot of detail and performance. So this is being incorporated. Now the mesh won't work. You can see the index has been damaged because I've changed the geometry. So thankfully Blender Game Engine has a thing where I can clear the data, and now I can re-index the navigation mesh. So now when I run the same script again and we run to that same point, I won't tire you all with seeing him walk all the way over there, but you'll see now his path is informed by the navigation mesh. You see that red line saying he's going to walk around the fence now, and he's no longer going to attempt to just plow through the fence. So if I jump, say, to the other side of the fence, he'll be happily marching directly towards me. So let's see if we can find his navigation point. There he is. He's coming for me. I'm not sure where the navigation line is. Yep, see, he decided to go this way. But as I go this way, and then I jump across here, you'll see, well, he's just going to stay tracking me. So this has been the AI navigation system. The monster effectively follows you throughout the entire game environment without erroring out. And the handoff happens right here. So the task now is simply so once he's landed here, he'll simply hand off to this target object here, which will be the new last scene point. And then once the monster is occupying the same level as the player, then it will switch back. So you can see right now there's two different terrain blocks being referenced. It's the road terrain block and the cabin terrain block that's being referenced. So once those are the same again, the monster will then resume traveling and charging after the player, if the player is seen. But of course the player can change their priority in the monster's search list, and I just fell through the ground there because I haven't fully designed that part of the map yet. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and your support, and the next video I will be showing the seamless transitions where the monster now chases you all across the world. You can see it's a big pile of code, and the code is set up here. I'm just going to add the conditional to have in the patrol here, have your target list switch. So when the target list is greater than 1, then that new target becomes the exit object, and the last scene object in the game follows the player. I'll be making a blend file available for my patrons, and anyone else that wishes to support the project or learn how this is working, support the project, and you will have access to the blend files. But thank you all so much for your support, and I'll stop the video here. Thank you.